Hey everybody, this is Pastor Megan here at Grace Lutheran in San Francisco, and today I'm going to tell you the difference between God and Santa Claus. You might have noticed my sweater. It has check boxes: naughty, nice, and I tried, kind of. I'm not wearing this sweater because it's how I am in the world, or how I think about myself, but because it explains Lutheran theology to those who might not have heard about it before, which is the easiest way for me to talk about this. Santa Claus, of course, keeps a list of who is naughty and nice, and there are several religions that believe that God also keeps a list of who's naughty and who's nice. What that has meant is that throughout time, different groups of people have been singled out for the naughty list. And when they're singled out for the naughty list, they're murdered, they're oppressed, they're treated poorly, they're discriminated against. Who the naughty people are has changed throughout time. And who is nice has changed throughout time. There was times when they thought you had to be pious and you should be celibate, you should never think an impure thought your entire life. And then the scale has kind of changed in different decades about what it means to be faithful. And still, amongst different faiths, or even different Christian faiths, you'll find different lists of what it means to be nice. This third checkbox, I tried, kind of, is a really great way of understanding the way Lutherans see the world. Lutherans think that this baptismal font, by virtue of this water kind of erasing anything that might have gotten you on the naughty list, it equalizes so that you can't really say who's naughty and who's nice. Jesus used to say the first will be last and the last shall be first. And that's kind of a way of saying, like, whoever you think is naughty might actually be the people I like the best, so don't be so quick to judge. Lutherans believe that because you don't have to worry about the naughty or nice list, because Jesus does all of the work of reconciling you to God by virtue of our baptism and through the kind of faith that we carry in our life, that you're freed of a lot of thinking. You're freed up from worried about whether or not you're on the naughty and nice list, and that gives you the opportunity to actually try. But you don't have to. Because again, if God does all of the work to reconcile you, there's nothing you can do to screw it up. And that's one of the cool things about Lutheranism. If Jesus died on a cross 2,000 years ago, who am I 2,000 years in the future to screw up what Jesus did? I can't go back in time that I know of, right? I can't go back in time, so I can't screw up all of God's reconciliation. So even if I don't try, God will love me, and I get this check mark. Hooray. In my house, Santa Claus always came, regardless of whether I was naughty or nice. Let's face it, I was mostly nice. And maybe in your house, someone actually might get coal. But if you have ever wondered the difference between Santa Claus and God, it's this. No list. In fact, Jesus tells us that whatever standard we use to judge other people is the standard God will use to judge us. So if you want to have a very strict way of viewing the world and a very firm list of who is naughty and nice, just know that God will have a very strict way of judging you. If you are just grateful people tried, kind of, then God will just be grateful you tried, kind of. Or so says Scripture. But it also says that no one ever enhances their life by worrying extra. So my gift to you this holiday season is, if you have tried as hard as you can and you need to take some things off of your to-do list, take them off your list. If you have worried far too much about how people are going to see you, whether they'll judge you or critique you or whatever they think about how clean your house is or how festive your hymns are, bring it back to what's important. God did all the work to care for you. There's no more work that you have to do for baby Jesus to come into this world. Get ready. Jesus is coming. Take care, everybody. I love you so much.